Get your traffic and weather together every 8 minutes or less.
Legalizing fireworks, why you may see more rockets' red glare next 4th of July. Deadline day, last-minute maneuvering on major moves and other major bills. Traffic trouble, conquering congestion in one community. And under fire, oil company execs get grilled over gas prices.
24-hour News 8 continues now.
And good evening. It's 11 o'clock. Less than an hour to go for the 2006 Indiana General Assembly, and the debate continues on a major bill.
It's the governor's major moves proposal. 24-hour News 8's Jim Shella has been listening in on the talks all night. Joins us now live from the State House with an update. Jim.
Eric, the fate of major moves is still in limbo, but we should know it within minutes. There's been a debate underway in the Indiana House of Representatives for more than an hour and a half on the bill that calls for leasing the Indiana Toll Road for more than $3.8 billion for 75 years. That would lead to a 10-year statewide road building plan that includes construction of I-69. During the debate, Democrats compared the deal to the recent port deal that drew so much concern in Congress. Here's part of the debate.
We need to stop it. It was those ports that woke them up. They heard the people. Many of you in here aren't listening.
This isn't about roads. It's about leadership. It's not about roads, it's about families. 130,000 of them in the construction alone. A lot of families that don't have jobs right now.
That's House Speaker Brian Bosma, who is predicting passage. 52 Republicans in the House, 1 Republican is voting no, so are all the Democrats, so there is no margin for error. It is expected to pass easily, major moves, that is, if it gets to the state Senate. We hope to have results to you before the end of this newscast.
All right, thank you very much, Jim Shella at the State House. Well, one bill that passed and needs the governor's signature is the fireworks bill. Supporters wanted a change in the law that they said made criminals out of Hoosiers who just want to celebrate the 4th of July.
This launched the legislative fireworks, the promise to use them only in approved areas or other states.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to move forward.
Republican David Frizzell promoted the change to permit people to launch fireworks on their own property, but preventing their purchase by anyone under 18.
Well, I have felt my entire career that the law that deals with fireworks is one of the worst we have on the books.
Democrat Win Moses says changing the fireworks law may backfire due to noise complaints.
I think this is going to be one of the largest major irritants in your neighborhood over the next few years that you can ever imagine, and the unintended consequence of this is some very disgruntled citizens.
And critics of the change say it ignores traditional safety concerns.
Fire chiefs and the fire service have always opposed the dangerous exploding type fireworks that fire through the air.
Democrat Vern Tincher links their support now to a public safety fee on fireworks.
When they fire those bottle rockets and they come down and land on someone's house, we're going to have a well-trained fire department that comes out and puts the fire out for you.
Frizzell said some of the problems would still exist with or without the bill.
Let's make them safe, and let's give the right of our citizens to use these where they see fit to appreciate the birth of our great country.
Now, our bill tracker is keeping track of other bills, the status at the State House. The telecom reform bill, which will deregulate phone companies, allowing them to set their own prices. That was signed into law today. There is the wine shipping bill, a compromise to allow Indiana buyers to ship wine to Indiana buyers, is heading to the governor, along with changes to the eminent domain laws in Indiana. And right now, another bill that is up in the air is Senate Bill 1. That would consolidate Indianapolis area fire departments. But again, that's still up in the air.
Well, the federal government wants answers. Gas prices are back on the rise, and AAA says they are rising faster here in the Midwest. That's because refineries in the area are beginning their seasonal switchover to producing summer-grade fuels. 24-hour News 8's Marley Ginter joins us now. And Marley, how high are they right now?
Well, Debby, the average across the country for regular unleaded is about $2.36 a gallon. That's up 6 cents from last month, but get this, it's up 33 cents from this time last year. 236, 246.
That's outrageous.
Even 259.
I was surprised because I thought they were going down.
Feeling pinched and even puzzled at the pump?
From one day they're $2.49, and this morning it was $2.33, and tomorrow, who knows what it'll be.
Too high for my income.
I certainly understand everyone's frustration. I have to pay these prices just like everyone else. It is very frustrating, and there are a lot of answers that really need to be given. There are a lot of things that are unclear, and even some of the increases that we've seen around the state over the last couple of days are really difficult to explain.
AAA says the average price of regular unleaded has steadily increased across the country over the past week. That's in conjunction with price jumps in crude oil. Federal officials want answers.
There is an enormous disconnect when oil companies are making more money in 1 year than many countries.
Oil executives took the hot seat before a Senate Judiciary Committee. Lawmakers asked tough questions, particularly about the industry's record profits at the consumer's expense, even questioning mergers between oil giants. The execs say in a global market, they were necessary.
We need companies that have the scale to compete, the financial strength to undertake the risk involved to make enormous investments.
They need to step up to the plate and do something about it. These people like me, they ain't got a job. It's hard.
IT-Mate investigated the driving costs of gas prices and found increasing the refining capacity is one way to keep gas prices in check. It's a simple economic theory of supply and demand that might level off gas prices, but it could cut into the profits made by oil companies. Eric and Debbie.
All right, thank you very much, Marley. An update now to an IT-Mate project. It called Project Security. There has been another spill at the Newport Chemical Depot in western Indiana. This is where the U.S. Army is destroying VX nerve agent, turning it into wastewater. Today, 300 gallons of caustic wastewater leaked onto the floor. The Newport commander says the wastewater had been cleared of any detectable levels of nerve agent. Now, we are told tonight there was no danger to workers or the community. IT-Mate has, for the last several years, investigated problems and delays in the VX destruction.
No parking and bad traffic. Some shop owners in Noblesville say that's the problem with downtown. 24-hour News 8's Anthony Ponce joins us now with a possible solution. Anthony?
Well, Eric, shop owners are pushing for a brand new parking garage, and the city's giving that idea a good look after a study ranked traffic as the #1 constraint to business in the downtown area.
Cars bumper to bumper, very little street parking outside storefronts.
I think it's a big hindrance to us. I think it turns business away, and people won't come here once they've been here in this traffic. They just won't come back.
Dave Carmack's been operating his cigar shop for the last 4 years.
There's been people that come in the shop, said they've been by here several different times, couldn't find a parking place, and then went on.
While some shop owners see the traffic congestion and lack of parking as a constant frustration, others don't see it as such a bad thing.
I don't have as big a problem with traffic as a lot of the downtown merchants. I kind of feel like if there are empty parking spaces, I don't have customers.
Noblesville City Council President Terry Busby says the parking problem is actually more perception than reality.
When you count all the spaces, at any one time, there's always empty spaces around the square, but you may have to walk.
It would be nice if they do something about it. I'm just not sure what they could do.
The shop owners have an idea.
Traffic is really horrendous here, and we need a parking garage very badly.
After a 2-year, $60,000 study on downtown traffic flow, the City Council is seriously considering a garage.
Most communities, some of our neighboring communities, are doing these studies after the storefronts are boarded up. We want to do it. We want to be proactive, not reactive.
Busby says the garage would be a joint effort between the city and Hamilton County, and it's near the top of the priority list. And we'd like to thank our news gathering partners at the Noblesville Daily Times for their help with this story. Also in Noblesville tonight, the City Council approved a controversial zoning request which paves the way for 125 new homes near the corner of 161st Street and Hazeldale Road. Eric?
All right, thanks, Anthony. An endorsement today for Paul Felix. Felix is a Republican candidate for Hamilton County prosecutor. The Noblesville Fraternal Order of Police is now endorsing Felix. Carmel's FOP gave its backing in November. Felix will run against current Hamilton County prosecutor Sonia Learkamp in the May primary.
A roadside bomb has killed a Fairmount, Indiana soldier in Afghanistan. 24-hour News 8's Karen Hensel looks at the life of one Grant County soldier. Karen.
Debbie, according to the Army, 24-year-old Joshua Hill was known as the quiet professional, a man of honor who knew his duty. Tonight, a look at Army Specialist Hill through the eyes of his parents.
A mother and father embrace, coping.
I don't know what to say when someone comes to your door and tells you that your son has died.
What can you say?
Joshua Hill called his father the day before he died.
I talked to him Saturday, and he said he had 34 days left, 12 hours, and just so many minutes. He had it all figured out to when he was going to land in Indianapolis, and we were going to be together.
A NASCAR fan, Joshua asked about the Nextel Cup standings and his mother.
You know, he wanted me to get a hold of his mother and tell him about his mother, that he loved her very much and stuff, and that he was getting ready to go out on a mission, but he thought everything was going to be okay.
I didn't want him over there, but I'm very proud that he went. I loved him with all my heart.
Yes, we are.
And he was a good kid, and I'm lucky to have him for 24 years.
He graduated Ball State with a nursing degree, but in the Army, Joshua Hill's job was to clear minefields and roads throughout Afghanistan.
I am so proud of my son. Although I'm sad, this is the proudest day of my life right now. Yeah, it is.
Joshua Hill leaves behind a wife and 2 children, a 1- and 6-year-old. The father meets with the Army and the Red Cross tomorrow to make arrangements to bring his son home. Karen Hensel, 24-Hour News 8.
A legendary newsman is saying so long to the business.
And a growing problem, potholes. Who to call if you see one or if you hit one.
Temperatures today were 20 to 25 degrees colder than yesterday. Sunshine will help things out tomorrow, but there are end-of-the-week changes on the way. This year, you can help build a better Mother's Day. All it takes is a contribution to Habitat for Humanity's Mother's Build. I'm Jean Rodriguez asking you to join Wish TV and WNDY and dozens of area women and help build a house for a needy mother. Your tax-deductible gift will help put a roof over the heads of a deserving family so they can enjoy the life-changing security that only a home can bring. Please call today and help create some truly lasting Mother's Day memories.
Salute America's Heroes is a great way to say thank you to the men and women of America's armed forces. Call 1-888-44-SALUTE.
Go ahead, I'll be right there. Wouldn't it be great if life worked like this parking meter? I could keep putting quarters in and stay here with my family forever. Of course, life doesn't work that way. That's why I bought life insurance from Colonial Penn to help make sure my final expenses won't become my family's problem. And it costs me about $1/4 a day.
For about $1/4 a day, just $7.95 a month per unit. Colonial Penn offers guaranteed acceptance life insurance to people ages 50 to 85. These days, funeral costs alone average over $6,000. Now you can get help with no medical exam, no health questions. And the rate of $7.95 a month per unit is guaranteed never to increase.
Call 1-800-580-3654 to receive free information in the mail. That number again is 1-800-580-3654 or visit our website at colonialpenn.com.
Each year, 1 out of every 3 seniors over 65 will have a serious fall. Even with a phone in every room, the chance of reaching one of them in a fall emergency is less than 10%. But Life Alert can get you help fast, even when you cannot reach a phone.
When you have a heart attack like I did, and there's no one there, Life Alert was there for me.
Because of Life Alert, I have the ability to not feel alone, and my independence is possible because of it.
Life Alert can also be a great alternative to a retirement home.
I couldn't handle the alternative of going to a nursing home. If it wasn't for my Life Alert, that's where I'd be.
Thanks to Life Alert, you can live alone without ever being alone. And that's why I wear one.
Please call 1-800-398-6655 for free information about Life Alert. That's 1-800-398-6655 or visit us on the web at the address on your screen. Don't delay. Call us now at 1-800-398-6655.
I'm Jim Shella, live at the State House, where the Indiana House of Representatives has just approved the governor's Major Moves Transportation Bill on a vote of 51 to 47. Just one Republican voting no after almost 2 hours of debate. The bill will be voted on in the state Senate before midnight. We will have reaction from the governor and full coverage tomorrow throughout the day on 24-Hour News 8.
No, there comes a time, you know, I'm about to be 88. Enough already.
He has been a face on 60 Minutes for decades, and now Mike Wallace is retiring. Wallace became a full-time newsman for CBS in 1963 and has been with the network's news magazine 60 Minutes since it was premiered back in 1968. Mike Wallace interviewed presidents, movie stars, and whistleblowers. He was also known for his ambush-style interviews, but he says he did that for a reason.
Not to embarrass for embarrassment's sake, but to ask questions that might be on the mind of the viewer.
Wallace says that he will continue to do occasional reports for 60 Minutes.
Iraqi senior officials foiled a major al-Qaeda plan to infiltrate the Iraqi army and storm the U.S. and British embassies. Several ranking Defense Ministry officials have been jailed in the plot. Also today, police in Iraq found the bodies of at least 87 men, all died execution style. A third of the victims were found stacked in a mass grave in a Shiite neighborhood of Baghdad. A federal judge will allow the sentencing phase to proceed in the trial of Zacarias Moussaoui. The judge considered dismissing the death penalty option after revelations of improper witness coaching by the government. 2 witnesses will not be allowed to testify. The trial of the confessed al-Qaeda conspirator resumes on Monday.
The owner of the Sagal mine says evidence indicates the explosion that killed 12 workers was sparked by a massive lightning strike. Meanwhile, a family spokeswoman says the sole survivor went home for the first time since that January explosion. The next shuttle launch is being pushed back. Discovery was set to go into space in May, but will now take off in July. NASA says an electrical problem with the engine cutoff sensors is to blame. Those sensors will be replaced. And Illinois' capital city is still cleaning up today after one of the worst storms in years. It's been almost 2 days since tornadoes ripped through Springfield, Illinois, but the extent of the damage has been overwhelming for people hit hard. Many have nowhere to call home. Damage estimates in Illinois alone are in the millions. The storms that blew through spawned at least 100 twisters across the Midwest, and 11 people in 5 states died.
Citizens Gas has extended its moratorium on low-income disconnections to next Tuesday. The extension's due to cold weather that's forecast for the next couple of days. If you're a Citizens Gas customer having trouble paying your bill, the utility urges you to call 924-3311. You can get information on possible assistance or for flexible payment arrangements. Dramatic changes in temperatures and heavy rains are being blamed for a higher than normal number of potholes. This year, the city reports more than double the number seen in an average year. To report a pothole, call the Mayor's Action Center at 327-4622. If your car is damaged and you'd like to file a claim after hitting a pothole, you can call the city at 327-4039. We are also tracking potholes right here at Wish TV. Tell us about them on our website, wishtv.com.
I'm suggesting we name some of those things.
They're big enough.
They're big. Small lakes in some places.
68 one day,
yeah.
45 the next.
Part of the problem
and
right
by
there.
Friday, only in the 30s. So some end of the week changes to track in your 5-day forecast. We'll do that in just a second. Let's get through today's numbers. It was a colder afternoon by some 20 to 25 degrees across the entire state. Only hit 45. Normal is now up to 51. Record for today, 79 back in 1990. Our low this morning at 29 degrees. Temperatures now already down into the mid-30s. We're at 35. Factor in the wind. We've got a wind chill at 26. Winds out of the west-southwest at 13 miles per hour. Actual air temperatures tonight drop into the mid-20s. 25 in Noblesville, 24 in Muncie, 25 in Rushville and Bloomington, down to 26 degrees. Sunshine back in the forecast for Wednesday afternoon, so we'll warm up a little bit more. 50 in Noblesville, 52 in Franklin, Columbus 54, Bloomington 55 degrees, and 53 in Greencastle. High pressure will bring us the sunshine during the day tomorrow. Forecast 8 Futurecast will take us into tomorrow afternoon and into tomorrow evening. As the storm system approaches from the west, the clouds will start to increase, especially tomorrow night and through the early part of Thursday. Heaviest snow will fall on the north side of this area of low pressure starting Thursday morning across parts of Iowa, Wisconsin, Minnesota. We will see this area of low pressure track our way, but it looks like it's going to be warm enough Thursday with most of us in the 40s that this will fall in the form of a few showers. No heavy rain in the forecast, but notice the snow starting to fall in Fort Wayne by Thursday evening. Cold air wraps into central Indiana, and our rain showers could mix with a little bit of light snow late Thursday night into early Friday morning. Kind of a reminder that it is still officially winter. In fact, the cold air will make a plunge to the south. Places like Minneapolis, Chicago, Des Moines, into Milwaukee and Detroit, only in the 30s on Thursday afternoon. We'll be at 46, but that cold air, as mentioned, will get here for the end of the week. Overnight, mostly clear skies and chilly. Our normal low is 32, 26 in the forecast. Tomorrow afternoon, a high of 50 with more sunshine. Forecast 8 5-day outlook. Temperatures stay on the cool side. We'll be in the 40s with a chance for some rain. May mix with snow Thursday night, early Friday. Friday, the coldest of the next 5 at 38. Weekend dry, but still chilly.
Butler tips off postseason play. Wait until you see the finish of this wild NIT game.
You have the power to support sick Indiana children. Runners and walkers, lace up your shoes and join Wish TV, WNDY, and Z99.5 Radio for the 4th annual Will Power event. Join us March 25th. Register now at wishtv.com.
In times of peace and times of war, in times of joy and times of pain, we need them, they need us, and we need you. The USO, until everyone comes home.
Did you know you have the power to improve the lives of people in need? Support the programs that are working in our community. Contact Volunteers of America today.
Smith Brothers Builders has been your full-service general contractor since 1972. As a custom builder, we build from any stage to completion. Let us help make your dreams a reality. We'll design that room addition you wanted to architecturally look like part of your home. Need more storage space? No problem. As Central Indiana's largest and oldest garage builders, Smith Brothers has a wide variety of styles and sizes available. So don't move, improve. Call Smith Brothers today at 788-7515 for your free estimate.
The LASIK Vision Institute has changed the lives of thousands of people.
I want to stand on a rooftop and recommend it to everybody. It's the coolest thing ever.
LASIK Vision Institute was great. They were wonderful.
My husband looks at me in a different light. He enjoys me a little bit more.
Everything from the consultation to the procedure itself was just real simple.
Our centers feature independent surgeons who have performed over 500,000 procedures using the latest FDA-approved technology, including custom LASIK technology, all at unbelievable prices. We would like to send you a free information kit that will answer all your questions about LASIK and show you how you can finance your LASIK procedure absolutely interest-free. Call now to get your free information kit. There is no obligation.
I was amazed. It was pretty cool.
They informed me that it was going to be quick, and it was really quick. I mean, it was much faster than what I thought it would be.
I don't know why I didn't do it years ago.
I'm really happy that I did it. I should have done it a long time ago.
Take the first step. Call today and request your free information kit and get all the details. Our centers feature independent surgeons who have performed over 500,000 procedures using the latest FDA-approved technology, including custom LASIK technology. Our procedures start at just $2.99 per eye. Call now to get your free information kit that will answer all your questions about LASIK and show you how you can finance your LASIK procedure absolutely interest-free. That's right, 0% financing. Call now to get your free information kit. There is no obligation. Call us now at
1-800-317-6157. That's 1-800-317-6157. 1-800-317-6157.
The LASIK Vision Institute. Experience, commitment, technology, and affordability.
Good evening, folks. Postseason basketball is back for the Butler Bulldogs. Although it's the NIT, the Dogs were still looking to put on a good show tonight. Taking on Miami of Ohio at Hinkle Fieldhouse. First half, it's Bruce Horan hits the three-pointer. That's his 1,000th career point. 12 points for him tonight. Dogs down 2. Then things in the first half, folks, pretty much going the Red Hawks' way, including at the end of the half. Tim Politz here from beyond the half-court line to beat the buzzer. Miami of Ohio up 5 at halftime, second half. A.J. Graves coming up here, gets the three-pointer plus the foul. Game high, 19 points for him. Butler down by 3. Then 2 seconds to go. Avery Sheets here misses the lane, but Brandon Polk comes through with the tip in to put the Bulldogs ahead for good. Butler wins 53-52. Nicole Mansky has more from Hinkle Fieldhouse.
Coach Todd Lickletter, disappointed with his team's first half performance, made a few halftime adjustments. But he said in the end, it was his team's composure that kept him in it down the stretch.
I was disappointed, to be honest. I didn't think that we attacked well in the first half, and that's my fault. And again, I can't tell you, Miami, they know how to play.
Being in an atmosphere like this, especially in Hinkle, to have it come down to the wire and pull one out against a very, very good team. I mean, it was a great opportunity, and I'm glad we came away with it.
It feels good to keep playing. Like I told you the other day, I mean, I'm getting old and I want to keep playing. I don't really want it to end, but you know, so another game, I'll take it.
With too much respect for Miami, the team did not want to look ahead at what would come next if they advanced to round 2 of the NIT. That's because what comes in round 2 is Florida State, an even tougher task. From Hinkle Fieldhouse, I'm Nicole Mansky, 24-hour News 8.
All right, thanks a lot, Nicole. Don't forget, folks, all your NCAA tournament action right here on Wish TV. Here's the schedule for Thursday. The games you'll see right here on Wish TV. Oklahoma will take on Wisconsin-Milwaukee. That gets underway at 12:25. Then after that game, you'll see Marquette against Alabama. Illinois will begin the night for us against Air Force at 7:25. And Indiana will battle San Diego State at 9:40. NCAA play-in game, Monmouth at Hampton. First half, that's Chris Kinney, three-pointer, 20 points for him. Hawks up 3. Second half, nice ball movement here. Gets to John Bunch, the big slam. 7 points for him. Monmouth wins 71-49. They play Villanova on Friday. And finally tonight, Peja Stojakovic hasn't been in town long, but he's already making an impact on the community. Stojakovic Foundation collected coats today for area service agencies. Peja hosted the drive in Sacramento, but when he was traded to the Pacers, he decided to distribute the coats in his new community. So that's good stuff there, him giving back. Pacers against Denver tomorrow night at Conseco.
All right, AC, thanks. Well, a plane with no landing gear comes in for an emergency landing. We'll have that next on 24-hour News 8.
Hello, I'm Laura Bush. Hurricane Katrina displaced hundreds of thousands of school children. Many schools are destroyed. Many others will need extensive rehabilitation before classes can begin again. School districts throughout America are opening their doors to children from the Gulf Coast, helping them keep up with their studies and maintain a sense of normal life. The U.S. Department of Education started Hurricane Help for Schools to help meet the needs of these school districts and the students affected by Katrina. Children need books, supplies, computers, clothes, and even teachers as they make the transition to a new school. To find out how you can help, please visit the department's website, www.ed.gov, and click on to Hurricane Help for Schools. Your generosity and compassion will make a lasting difference in a child's life. Thank you.
Have you looked at your car's finish lately? Maybe it's time to get it painted. And now's the best time because Maaco is having a sale. At Maaco, you'll get a quality paint finish and a great deal. Best of all, Maaco will get the job done fast. Hurry and call today. For a limited time only, get half off our popular presidential paint package. If it's time to paint your car, visit your local Maaco Cosmovision specialist today.
This woman bought her three-piece designer suit at K&G. At a department store, she would have paid twice as much. So what'll she buy with the money she saved? K&G has incredible savings on a wide range of fashions, like ladies' three-piece suits, starting at just $69.99. K&G Fashion Superstore. For men, for women, for less.
A close call at Hooks Airport in Houston, Texas. A pilot reported that he was having a landing gear problem, so he flew the plane around to burn off all of its fuel and then made a belly landing safely. No one was hurt. An autistic high school senior from Rochester, New York has a new fan. President Bush today acknowledged the unique talents of Jason McElwain, who wowed America at a February basketball game. Jason is the manager of the Greece Athena High School boys basketball team. The coach put him in at the end of the final regular game of the season, and he scored 6 three-point baskets within 4 minutes. His mother says they have heard from both Disney and Warner Brothers to put his story on the big screen.
Wish TV has a sneak peek at the new Dale Chihuly sculpture at the Children's Museum of Indianapolis. 24-Hour News 8's Steve Bray reveals how the sculpture was made and how it got here. That'll be in the special program Fireworks of Glass Wednesday at 7 o'clock. And finally, work has already begun to give new life to an old building in Lockerbie Square. This old brick and limestone building was built in 1911, was once home to St. Mary's Academy for Girls. The Health Foundation of Greater Indianapolis is the new owner. They'll spend upwards of $3 million restoring the building, and that includes transforming the old chapel into a common meeting area for tenants and for community groups. The project is scheduled to be complete by October of this year.
Tomorrow on Daybreak, we will have a wrap-up of the end of the legislative session.
Live reports on that, along with the rest of the news, weather, and traffic, begin at 5 a.m.